Hi everyone, this video is to show you how to add an assessment directly into a course. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is select the course that you want to create the assessment in. This particular course has two sections linked together so that you can see the options available to you there. You're going to want to go to the Add Materials button, and you'll notice that there's Test Quiz and then Assessment. We recommend that you select Assessment just because this is the platform moving forward that Schoology is investing in. They've built a little bit more question types, and so in that sense it's a little bit more functional. But go ahead and click that. So name it as you will, and then select the scale, the number of points that you want it to be worth in the category, all of the usual things. And then the availability and due dates is where you do have some options. And so you can set for all sections at once. You can select one section and customize, publish to one section but not the other. Lots of different variations as you would with an assignment. This particular calendar due date thing here is when it's actually due. And so if, for instance, I published it, students will be able to see it today, and I could say that it's due next week at a given time, maybe at the end of class, and so 1:05 p.m., that's when it'll be due. And so if I publish it now, it'll be visible to students immediately. They'll know that it's due on the 26th. Submissions tell students whether or not they can access the assessment, and so its default is set to disable when you create an assessment. That means that students may be able to see the assessment as soon as I publish it, but they won't be able to open the assessment. And so you can change these settings however you like. There are three different options. The enable means that students are able to see it immediately. As soon as you publish it, they're able to open the assessment and access it. Enable until gives you an end time. So this is when they're the last time that they're able to open the assessment. And so you can set that to whatever you wish. And so you might want to say 1:05 p.m. And so from this moment on the 19th until the 26th at 1:05, they'll be able to open the assessment and start it. Enable from until gives you a window, a start window and an end window. So if I wanted to say that, I'll publish it, they can see it, but they're only going to be able to access it on the 26th starting at 11:35 a.m. until 1:05. And so you can set an exact window. The important thing to remember is that this tells students how long they have to open the assessment. It doesn't tell them how long they have to complete the assessment. And so a student could technically open the assessment at 1:04, still get in, and still have, however long they have to take the assessment. If you want to limit that time, you will have to set a time limit, which we show you how to do in another video. Given the fact that we have been having some network congestion issues, we do recommend making the enable window relatively lengthy. And so if you're planning to give a 45-minute assessment, we do recommend that you give them the entire 45 minutes to open the assessment, just because sometimes we've been having reports of students losing connectivity and getting booted out of the assessment. And so you want them to be able to get back in pretty quickly so that they can start and resume where they left off. And so that's what we recommend. The password features if you want a little bit more security, and so if you want to set a password for your classes so that one class has a certain password and another class has a different password, this ensures that they can only get in once they're in class with you. That adds a little extra layer of security available to you. You are able to individually assign, and so if you want to have grading groups, you want to add accommodations, you have a different assessment with longer extension times, you can absolutely do that. The grade statistics, we do recommend that you leave this off. This shows students how the rest of their classmates did, and so that's not particularly helpful. And copied courses is something that you should be able to do, but we aren't able to because we are enrolled in more than 50 courses, and so you'll be able to copy the assessment over if you want to. So let's create it. And then it'll open up directly into the setup tab, and we have another video showing you how to navigate the setup and adding of questions.